morning. Thank you for joining us here at the Dennison Building, our county headquarters, for this very important announcement regarding Domestic Violence Awareness Month and what we as a county are doing regarding family violence. And I am honored to be joined by a number of advocates who each and every day work on this critically important issue. So I'm very proud to be standing here today with all of our domestic violence agencies, Suffolk County Coalition Against Domestic Violence, Crime Victims Center, Vives, the Retreat, Right and Morrow, as well as the other organizations, as we commemorate Domestic Violence Awareness Month and Commemoration Day in Suffolk County. Over the past 2.5 years, I and the members of my staff have been meeting with the domestic violence agencies. And I'm proud of the accomplishments of our working group, which included the development of a database to track domestic crimes, their location, the language spoken by victims, and other key information to allow us to better respond. And this database has been recognized nationally. We partnered with the Girl Scouts of America in public awareness initiatives and are proud to have included domestic violence victims in our groundbreaking human rights law, ensuring that victims are now a protected class. And that was in July of this year. The Suffolk County Task Force to Prevent Family Violence was formally convened and is making significant headway in issues that impact children and youth, violence prevention, legal issues, as well as developing opportunities for professional development. As this task force is an inclusive body that recognizes that domestic violence crosses all lines: gender, sexuality, age, socioeconomic status, and ethnic status. Second, I'm pleased to announce today that I have instructed members of my staff to identify every constituent-facing agency in our county government to make sure that they are trained to provide information about all the services that Suffolk County and the domestic violence agencies provide so that we can increase access to services. We want to make sure when someone is accessing some type of service in Suffolk County government that if there is a need and it is something that comes up in that interaction, that staff has the training and the understanding, the basic tools that they need in order to direct that individual to the right location and to the right agency. I also want to recognize the Executive Director of the Suffolk County Coalition Against Domestic Violence, Colleen Merlo.
Good morning, everyone. Or is it afternoon yet? I'm not sure. Domestic Violence Awareness Month is a time when we must engage every individual and acknowledge that domestic violence affects all of us. Domestic violence is a horrible act and it's a criminal act. And while we have made tremendous strides, we are far from a world where domestic violence does not exist. And we need to get there. During this month, we ask that all individuals become involved on our journey to end domestic violence. And one important way to do this is to reject the quiet tolerance that has surrounded this issue for far too long. In Suffolk County, through the task force and through other collaborative relationships, we are working toward a community that has the resources and shared knowledge to adequately address domestic violence as we continue to work to prevent it. As we all work toward preventing domestic violence and ending it completely, I believe it's equally important to ensure that all victims, regardless of race, religion, immigration status, socioeconomic status, know that they can access resources right here in their county by calling one of the local domestic violence hotlines. This month, as we honor victims and celebrate survivors and raise awareness, I want anyone who needs support to know you are not alone.